Make sure you get my good side. Una, go back into the room. Go. Back on the bed. Mommy's doing a fashion show. Off the couch. Off into the bedroom. There, good girl. Ahoy hoy, everybody. Welcome back to another Monday here on Queer Comics. I know Mondays are a real bitch to get up to. Ugh, Mondays. I do it for the children. Ooh, I burned my nipples off using Nair today. I used too much Nair and now my nipples both burnt off. So now they're just raw and my hair like a son of a bitch under this sparkly wizard moo that I am presenting to you today for fashion. 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 So our topic is fashion this week. Cue the mother trucking music.
How do I look?
I'm actually living for my look today. I wanted to kind of do a little bit of a RuPaul moment. I'm living my fantasy right now. I swear to God, I'll break the internet. Like I've said in previous vlogs, I love fashion, I really do, and I wish I was always more involved with the fashion industry. Joe job is restaurants, and frankly, I hate it. And I've always wanted to do more of the fashion business, but you know, sometimes you just gotta do what pays the rent at the time, and then you get stuck in it for 5 to 10 years. So that's where we're at. I always loved fashion, and as I said, my greatest diva of all time is Jeannie Becker, who is a fashion correspondent to every star. She's talked to all the designers. She's been all over the world, and she practically lives like down the block from me, and I still haven't had a chance to talk with her. Actually, you know what I did? I went to a fashion show in Toronto a couple years ago with my friend Juicy Poo, and she was premiering her new line called Edit. I didn't get to talk with her, but I did snap this picture. That's me, and Jeannie Becker's behind me. She doesn't know. Oh God. If I could smell her farts even. But I digress. My point of view on fashion is that everybody is involved with fashion in some capacity. Whatever you're wearing right now, or you go to work to wear, or you dress up to go to a party to wear, you know, that it's all fashion. Even at the most dowdiest Old Navy and Crocs number. Oh, just give me diarrhea. Even that is a fashion moment. For someone in their own fantasy. But the thing with fashion is that you can really take the word and completely just replace it with the word fantasy. Because when you're involved with fashion, you are involved with fantasies. You are creating your own world. You're creating your own vision of how you want people to see you. I mean, the people who are walking around Walmart in their new leggings and it just looks like their ass is fully out, you know? Just breathing in heavy sighs of Cheetos. They are living their fantasy. Oh, just give me diarrhea. Other people's fantasies can be a little bit harsh on our own sensibilities because we want everybody to kind of fit into our own fantasy of fabulousness and over-the-topness. You relate to a lot of people based on what they are wearing. Don't see a lot of people in business suits hanging out with the hippies. Unless, you know, you're watching Dharma and Greg. You don't see those people commingling all the time because their fashions are saying different things and they both want different things. You know, and I'm also very fascinated by business people who put on their suits and their ties and their, you know, sensible pumps to go and work in an office or bank or whatever the hell people do in those buildings. There's buildings of like 60 flights and I have no idea what happens in any of those flights. What do they do in their jobs? I don't understand. I don't get it. People look at me and they're like, what the hell's your job? What the hell is your job? You're on the 58th floor? What do you do? You're in a cubicle? You have a phone? Who are you calling? What? I don't believe anything actually happens in those. I think that's all. I think it's all a Truman Show. I don't think it's real. And they bring that image and they need a professional look and everything just needs to be spot on and not a hair out of place. Otherwise, you know, they can lose their job or something. I don't know. I don't know how their lives work. I don't really care. One of my favorite new things is the Marco runway shows that they have now. They've had a few years now, and it's a lot of drag queens from Drag Race, a lot of queens that are in LA. This year they brought down Cassandra Moore from Toronto, a local queen. And but it's also transgenders, male and female, and it's you know, male bodybuilders, and it's just, you know, it's a great show. It's fun. I love watching it. I'll put it on sometimes just to watch because I love watching it. And it's always been a dream of mine to be a part of something like that. I would love to walk in a show like Marco at some point. There's been a lot of fashion icons that have come out of the drag community, but I wouldn't necessarily say the drag queens are fashion icons. Period. A humongous reason why I got into drag in the first place is because of my love for fashion. And it's the freedom of living your fantasy. You know, for myself personally, I do get labeled as a clown queen, and I'm the first person to say I'm a Canadian clown beast. That's, you know, kind of my mantra, kind of my tagline, kind of my, you know, it's on my business card. And my goal is always to just kind of be very versatile and not have a label. I think people have discovered that I'm a slightly more versatile than they had originally thought. As I like to say, I'm a versatile queen, but I always come out on top. So if you're liking my look this week, leave a comment. I love seeing comments. I love when people leave a little message. It makes a special moment in my day. So please do that. I'm gonna leave you on another one of my favorite quotes, and it is, life is not about finding yourself, life is about creating yourself. It's about looking inwards and pulling out the beauty of what you see and creating what you feel that you are. And that is surely what I have done with my life. Well, I have had the best time talking about fashion, so I'm gonna go dig through Jeannie Becker's trash can to see where she's gonna be next.